Hey YouTube, what is going on? My name is Jacob and this is Pound Cake Gaming. If this is your first time on the channel and you want more content on Zooba Arena, start now by subscribing and clicking on the bell. So for today's episode, we're going to be playing with Buck, we're going to be doing some tips and tricks, and for this version we are doing the solo light. There is a different version that has like 45 players in it, but for this one it is only 15. I highly recommend the 15 version just for people who need to work on skill base more than trophy grinding. Okay, so we see this Larry here. I'm going to get him stock up a little bit more. Gonna guess they went to the right. Guess not. Okay, let's go check the mansion. Yep. Okay, we'll creep down a little bit more. Try to get him. Of course, he's just running away. I'm kind of thirsting for this kill. But let's get into the tips and tricks of things. So the first tip I recommend is to use the Stampede ability effectively. So what this does is you can approach an opponent with the Stampede. It will knock them out for a few seconds, giving you the ability to shoot them with all the weapons you have. This is very great if people like to play with Bruce. Buck may be your number 2. It's a little more agile than Bruce. Bruce is a little harder to move and navigate, but Buck just gives you that overall more accessibility to get into these characters in a better gunfight position. So right here, I use the Stampede and I'm able to get him. The second ability, Fury, kicks into play. And what this does is it boosts up a whole bunch of Buck's stats, and it allows me to get the kill much quicker. Which brings us into tip number 2, and that is to use the Fury ability. This is something that sort of happens and people don't really think about as they play. So with this Fury ability, once you hit him with one of your weapons, you get Fury, you get enraged, and Buck becomes a lot more quicker, and so you want to use that to your advantage. So once you hit someone, Buck gets fired up. You want to approach them, you want to engage them. Maybe if you haven't done the Stampede yet, you Stampede. While you are just fired up and enraged, you're able to put a whole bunch more damage into the opponent than you normally would be able to. Which brings us into our third tip, and that is map coverage. So Buck does the best in the bushes. If you're able to surprise an opponent, you can just Stampede. The Fury kind of kicks into play once you hit him once. You can just strike him over and over and over again. So I highly recommend playing Buck in the bushes. If you are in open field, Buck is a little bit slower. So if Molly was nearby, they'd be able to get you. Nyx is very agile. They can sprint around you. So I recommend Buck being in the bushes just so you can get that upper advantage. So tip number 4 is going to be use the correct abilities with Buck. So right now Buck is only level 9, which means he only gets 3 abilities. Once he gets to level 10, he can get 4. The abilities I like to use is all of the weapon upgrades. Since Buck is a heavy hitter, he wants to be able to attack and to do as much damage as possible because that's where his strength is. So I have the bomb upgrade, I have the spear upgrade, and I have the shotgun upgrade. Once I get that 4th upgrade, I may do some jungle boots, just so he's a little more agile as he comes out of bushes. But there's a whole bunch of other better abilities out there. Currently don't have them unlocked. And so the next tip and trick is to just start grinding out gameplay. You guys want to play as much as you possibly can so you can level up your character, you can get more coins, you can open up more boxes, you can get more abilities. The more you invest into the game, the more the game is going to give you. So overall, the 4 best tips and tricks are to think about when Fury kicks into play, to use the Stampede ability, to make sure all of your abilities are gun upgrades, and to use proper map coverage with Buck. So playing in the jungles, keeping it safe. And now we're just going to grind out the end of this game. This actually is quite an ugly ending. I probably should have been able to hit my shots a little bit better, but I was not very good. This was only a level 6 Jade, which is actually one of the more terrifying ones in the game. But we ended up getting the win. That's 5 kills, and pretty much it's a third of the lobby right there in the solo light. So without further ado, we're going to take these tips and tricks and we're going to put some more gameplay into this video. So moving right along, we're going to hop into another game here. So yeah, the strategy, I'm just going to use all the tips and tricks I said before. I may not go with the map coverage one because that one's ultimately up to you and your game style and gameplay. But yeah, we'll start grinding it out. So I use the Stampede there just to approach this weapon, get a little bit quicker. There's a guard here, I'm going to take that out right now. Okay. Gotta wait a little bit more. I probably should have stampede first and then use the spear, but we got the kill. Doesn't matter. Now we got the gold bomb. Another important tip and trick is to make sure that your weapons are as high as level as possible. So if you see something around the map that is a higher level, like a gold or a silver even, pick those up because those provide more damage and they're going to help you end game. So if you see something, you see a bronze bomb, then you see like a silver bomb, go for the silver bomb right away. It doesn't matter. I know it's an easy trick, but it can be overlooked, especially if there's a lot of other characters around. You may want to play it safe, but ultimately that's going to help you get kills a lot better. Okay, so we're looking at the map. We're getting pushed down. We're going to kind of stay to the left. No point pushing to the right. I wanted to avoid the mansion there. Just wanted to avoid that confrontation. I wanted a little more wiggle room to run out. We do see that there was a Shelly nearby. I think, yep, okay, so Shelly's up there. What we're going to do now is we're going to bait Shelly out. So Shelly only has one option, and that is to come through this door. They can't go back because the fire's already in there. So we're just going to make Shelly come to us. Okay, so there was actually a Molly up in there too. So now those two are fighting. We're going to be that third party. We're going to sit on the outside here. Molly approached a little bit more. We're going to get that Fury kicked into play. Everything, stats, ability, all that was fantastic. Okay, so now there's just that Shelly to deal with, which we were dealing with originally. We're going to get in the bush. Yeah, this is where Buck thrives. So we're just going to hide in the bush a little bit more, and we're going to work our way down. Alright, so now I'd like to ask all of you fans out there, who do you want to see next in the gameplay? Do you want tips and tricks on them? Do you just want overall gameplay? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys would like to see. Okay, now we see Shelly to the right side. We're going to work our way down a little bit more. And we're just going to take that bottom layer. So imagine Shelly's going to have the top one at the bottom. There's probably some other one around us on the right side. Don't really know what Shelly's doing. Okay, I knocked those two out just to make sure it wasn't another character hiding in there. Let's try to get Shelly, I guess. Don't know why they're playing in the water unless it's to bait me, which, if so, kudos to you, Shelly. I'm gonna go for kill. Okay, yeah, we see a Duke out there. Duke is fully healthed, so I'm gonna try to get Shelly. I need to get this health pack right away. Okay, we gotta back up a little bit more. You know, if Duke actually came in and approached, he would have had me. So that's another tip right there, is just learn when you have that advantage. Because I was backed up against the fire. He could have used his ability, stunned me, attacked me. I would have been outdone. Glad he didn't. So now we got Shelly. Oh, I can get this. I'm going to grab this because it's going to do more damage. And I died. And I died to the Shelly that was the one I was baiting out in the very beginning. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, I guess Duke deserved that win, so let's try to get it in the next one. Okay, where are we at? We're in the top right. There's a Nyx below me. There's a guard back there. I think I'm going to go to the back side. I'm going to avoid the Nyx in the beginning because the Nyx is a little more agile. He's up in the open. He's got the dash ability. I'm just not going to really stand a chance, especially if Nick has a couple more weapons than I do right now. Good thing there is a gold shotgun there. That's going to help out a lot. And there's also this bronze spear. Not too bad. Okay. I'm going to use the Stampede ability to approach the shotgun just to move things along a little bit quicker. It's not always recommended to use the Stampede just to move around the map, because sometimes you can use the Stampede when you really need it and there isn't actually another character nearby. So make sure you use the Stampede effect. And then, yeah, we take out this guard. And now we're going to get all gold weapons. We got a gold shotgun, we're going to get this gold spear, and we're going to get this gold bomb. Perfect. I think this is going to be a good game. We're going to win this game. And the plan now is to stay on the left side. We're going to keep looking at our map to make sure we're moving in properly and that the fire isn't going to get us. So staying on the left side here, I don't want to approach the right side. There was Nyx over there. Not that I'm afraid of the Nyx, but just the way the map is moving, it makes more sense to go this way. We're going to stampede across. Didn't make it all the way. That's fine, I guess. Okay, we have 7 people left in the game. I like to shoot out these tree stumps with an eyeball. Normally they're just regular stumps. Just to make sure if there's a character hiding in there that we get him out right away, so there's not trouble later on. What I'm doing now is just clearing out each building to make sure I'm the only one nearby and that I have the total control of the buildings. So I cleared out all of those, and then there's nothing up above. What we're going to do is we're going to try to hit this grass right here. Get anyone who's in there. There's a Nyx right there. Okay. We're going to Stampede. And then we're going to Fury everything all at once. And now they're gonzo. Now we got the legendary shotgun. Fantastic. And then we also get this health pack. And then we got a little crate. Not that they're ever helpful at all. Okay, now we're just going to wait for people to come in. We sort of own this. Okay, so we see Nyx over there. We're just applying the pressure. I don't want Nyx to come in. Someone else is kind of fighting them already. So we're just going to keep him out of our zone and own this area. If we keep looking at the map, we can see that I am actually right in the middle there. And in the solo light version, it's really all about skills rather than grinding for trophies. So it's going to be a lot more one-on-one conflicts than group battles, and things are just hectic. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I own the area. Anyone who comes in is going to be mine. I'm not necessarily hiding like in a corner, just waiting for people to come to me. I'm kind of patrolling the area inside this little coffee shop. Keep sending out bombs in different directions, seeing if I get any hits. I'm thinking there may be someone in here, just the way the fire is. I saw a shot go by, so there definitely is someone up there. Okay, so Finn just died. There's a Nyx and a Shelly. We're going to come in here, use that, and we're going to kind of wait for them to approach again. Okay, someone's in my zone now. Let's take them out. And then, yep, let's take this out too. Alright. Ooh, Fuzzy almost dead. Okay, now Fuzzy's gonzo. And now we just know we have that one character left. And we have the advantage here. We're in the building. They're going to have to come close. Yeah, it's going to end right in this building. So we're just going to keep throwing the bombs out. Shelly knows that this is where I'm going to get the spot. They're also healing. I could have approached there, but I know ultimately they're going to have to come to me. And I think they know that too. So now we're going to approach. I missed that shot. That was terrible. Went right into the wall. And then we're going to go again. Okay, they're hiding in their little shell. And then I was approach. Shots, shots, shots. There we go. And that's the game. 5 kills for a buck, not too bad. I would call that a day. Thank you everybody for liking this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below with any suggestions you have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you, and I'll see you guys all next time.